Cool. So yeah, all I've done is a bit of a trawl around various prediction sources for events in the coming, basically the next 12 months, for a particular emphasis on things that are scientifically interesting as well as bright, as in a good opportunity for less experienced observers to get out and see something a bit more at the spectacular end of the scheme. And why does this look different to what I'm seeing up there? That's yeah, up there I am, but not here. Yep. I resume slideshow. Oh.
That may not be the right screen.
I think we've got our screens, so we've got to get. This has happened before. We've got to do our screen reversal stuff.
Oh yeah, you just got to go back to the preview window for PowerPoint. Yeah, that's it there. And then just get the focus. No, the space on each one. Just get the focus in here somewhere. Click in there, or click there. Just something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now the remote control.
Very good. So, as alluded into a few of the talks so far, this is a screen out of Occult Watcher for the current campaigns running, and you can see the campaigns that presently exist for Arecibo. And I thought there was another one for the other pair that Peter and David identified, but I can't just see it on the screen there. Maybe I took the slide too long ago. There's other campaigns that run for particular interests of slow rotators. Paris Observatory's work around trans-Neptunian objects. There was a particular campaign there in 2021. This must be an old slide. When you set up your Occult Watcher feeds, these are feeds that you can subscribe to draw your attention to what are the higher value occultations rather than the sheer clouds of events that otherwise flow through your computer. So I encourage you to have a look at that. Tim's given us a good introduction to Across. Yes, that was about Didymos, but Across is also running campaigns on a number of other near-Earth asteroids. When you set up your typical bunch of filters in Occult Watcher, though, because most of these NEAs are tiny, it's actually quite, there's lots of events, not many of them will get through the filters to your location. But keep an eye out for them because they represent higher value prospects. We'll have a lot of the challenges that Tim's just described, the Didymos campaign, super short durations, ultra crazy price, precision locations, got to go mobile type stuff. But yes, if you look in your Occult Watcher feed, you will see these events go past. So a little bit of discussion about the fact that precisions for predictions are getting so good now that it's almost starting to look like lunar occultations from main belt ones. This is a lucky star prediction for which is a bit of the good old days. This is a trans-Neptunian object coming up in a few weeks' time. So this is a TNO. It's a reasonably bright star, 12th, 13th magnitude. To read these diagrams, this will probably come through in Occult Watcher in due course if it hasn't already. But to read these diagrams, the pair of blue lines represents the probable outline of the object, and the dots in the middle represent 1 minute intervals. The red dotted lines represent 1 sigma variation. So the certainty here is very poor. This is a lucky dip event. This is like the good old days when you went out to have a shot at something, didn't really expect to get anything, but if you do, it's a significant observation in and of itself because you will have just refined the astrometry for this object probably by a factor of 5 to 10. The date and time will be UTC. Yeah. So yeah, that one's probably of interest for pretty much most of Australia, and even New Zealand should be in on that one. But chances of anyone getting it are crazy low. Okay, later on in May, here's a reasonably bright event, magnitude 9, South Island. I don't know if Martin or Ron are online. I don't think they were, but in a twilight event in the morning, quite a good prospect. Again, the distance, so for people who aren't familiar with reading the occult predictions, the times, they represent minute markers. And you can read the top of the page what the hour time is, 1831 to 1842 UT, and each one tick is a minute. The center line is the footprint of the object, and there's a bit more uncertainty there than many of the predictions. Also note up in the top corner there that it's a double star and a variable star. So got a few other bonuses in this one as well.
Steve, note the line just above that reference to W and variable star.
Okay, sounds like bad news. That's probably not the uncertainty, is it, Dave?
Yes, it's there's it's got no RUWE in Gaia. It means it's a 3-parameter solution, not a 5-parameter solution. Basically, you should treat this observation as probably having low reliability, and the uncertainty is much worse than the formal uncertainty indicated.
Okay. Wild shoot for the South Island. Okay, this is a Trojan. So this is one of the Trojans. Lucky Star are running a campaign also for Trojans, because many of the Trojans are thought to be TNOs that have been dragged in from the outer solar system. So their focus has moved heavily to Trojans. So this is in early June, before dawn. Lines up a lot of our prospective observers in that Sydney corridor. I suspect it might be a little to the west. Precision on this one is likely to be pretty high. So whether you're in it or not. 11th magnitude. Have we got anyone from Adelaide here? I thought we had someone from Adelaide on the call. This one looks like a bit of a slam dunk for Adelaide. Early evening, 8th or 9th magnitude star, although not a particularly high elevation in the northwest on July the 1st. Now this is also, okay, this is a particularly interesting one, Euphrosyne, because Euphrosyne has a satellite. And you can see that in the prediction here in the bottom right-hand corner. You can see a projection of what the outcome is. Now, Occult will give you, this is the prediction for the main body of Euphrosyne. And here's the prediction for the satellite. Note, it's a bit further northeast, but the uncertainty is pretty wild. So it's probable that anyone Sydney South should probably have a bit of a gamble on this one, just to have a shot for the satellite. Whereas go back to the main body, Tasmania, Southeast South Australia, Western Victoria for the main object. Nice bright star. Okay, this is, I just want to remember if this is not TNO. I don't think so. I think this might be another Trojan. For our New Zealand observers, it's probably going to slip a bit to the east of Michael and a bit of the west of just about everybody else. Not the brightest star, getting down to a 13th magnitude one, but these are prospects if you can get a chance for them. 3rd of July. Okay, Canberra, although probably not quite Canberra, another 9th magnitude, Chimera. On July the 4th, it's probably a little bit south of you, John. Very, the uncertainty here is quite tight, so might evade most of our regular observers. Hey, yeah, Chimera, that. Chimera, yeah, it's Greek. It's Greek. Here's a chance to practice your mobile. Go south. better prospect for Melbourne. 9th magnitude, July the 11th, Tianjin. Probably wouldn't reach quite as far enough north for Canberra at this one. Could be what? Could be Cooma. Yes. Oh yeah, easily Cooma. Yes. Southern ACT. Yeah, try a mobile kit again. And not too unsociable time of night. One for Murray when he gets home. We'll organise for the clouds not to be there for you. July 13, 9th magnitude. Fair bit of uncertainty though in that one. Even though looking at that data on top there, that the prediction is quite good, clearly the uncertainty is more with the object itself, the Landau. Now this one's an interesting one. It's a small object. It's only 18 kilometers, but it's very close to quadrature, so a stationary point, giving you an unusually long duration for objects of that size, 15.6 seconds, 9.7 magnitude, so quite bright. But because of that, the uncertainties all opened up a little bit. July 17, middle of the night, it's going to be pretty cold. This one, you've got to be careful with the prediction because those time steps are 5 minutes apart now. It's crawling. This is a very slow moving occultation. You look at the top there, the time on Earth is 13:18 to 15, it's over 2 hours. So read your prediction carefully. You may have to record for longer. And the uncertainty is a little bit more than you might normally expect. Okay, Rhesus, another Trojan. Might be a better prospect for Michael, although again, I'm a little bit surprised at how large the uncertainty is there on that one. Thought Rhesus would be a bit better nailed down than that. 3rd of August.
What's the visual magnitude?
13, it's probably, what's the duration? 7 seconds, so it probably is about 13 in real life.
Yep, okay.
But yeah, so another one for Murray. Okay, this one's for Jonathan. 9th magnitude. Should be fairly, this is a reasonably, another reliable prediction. You want to practice your small optics mobile kit. I've done a couple of events of this sort of brightness with old camera lenses with Watek 910s on the back. They actually work very well. And pre-pointing is very imprecise because you cover a huge field. Another Trojan, this one's for Melbourne. And maybe Auckland too, just quietly. 11th magnitude. I was surprised at uncertainty of time at 25 seconds. It's surprisingly large. 16-second occultation. And this is into January next year. So probably Auckland's probably, it's almost daylight, so that's probably no good. One from Melbourne. And this is one for me. Now, why did I pick this one? Yeah.
And for me too, maybe.
It's in February, so absolutely no chance that the sky is going to be clear. So I'm not sure why I bothered, but yes, 9th magnitude. And again, look at the notes up there around the position. July 6.3 problem. That doesn't sound very promising, but chances are I'm not going to get a look at it anyway.
An RUWE of 6 is somewhat huge.
Yes.
It's,
I haven't seen too many that big.
yeah, they can get up to 90 or over 100, I think, but 6 is rare.
Okay.
So this is one for anybody in the North Island. Who knows? I'd shoot for that, no problem.
Okay, one for the Brisbane guys, early evening, 9.4. This is into March next year. So there you are, Renato. Although again, I'm a little bit surprised how big the error bounds are on that. Oh yeah, March, it's not good. And this was the real lucky shoot. This is the only decent occultation for Arecibo I could see in my searches. It's quite bright, 10.7, but it's April and it's Innisfail, and who the hell ever sees the sky at night in Innisfail in April? Yeah, a week. If anyone's visiting Darwin that time of year, maybe you go up the road a little bit. But yeah, Arecibo, we talked before, it's the double object that Peter and Dave discovered. This is a nice bright star to attempt to do even if it's confirmed, confirm the confirmation.
Yeah. Steve, all these are based on ASTORB. You need to contact me or Dave afterwards, and we'll learn you proper how to do a real prediction.
I thought they were all MP.
They're all on ASTORB.
Yeah, they are.
And you really need to be using Horizons. So,
Okay.
okay.
The one-off batch, and I asked to do Horizon, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Okay.
Anyway, anyone going to North Queensland next April, go for it.
Yep.
So on the lunar occultation front, we're just coming into another season of occultations for Antares. There's been a couple already. Back the other night, walking home from dinner Saturday night, it was this is fun stuff to do. Well, let's get back into it. Antares will be good. But yeah, so the season has started again. It runs for a little while. This is in September, that one there, but it's really got to go to WA for that. And this other one in November is daytime for Northeast Queensland. Would be interesting to know how doable that is. It's probably not completely out of the question, although Antares won't be that far from the sun at the time.
The really great thing with Antares occultations is to get a dark limb reappearance, because Antares B comes out about 5 or 6 seconds before Antares, and Antares B is 6 magnitude. And several times over the decades, I've seen this bright star reappear, and I think, oh, bugger, I've missed seeing the secondary. Oh, damn, and then flash, out comes Antares, and the secondary disappears in the glare. It's a really spectacular thing if you can get to see that it's a reappearance against the dark limb you've got to have.
Daytime's more than possible if have the odd go at it. An IR filter might help. But Meg 1 and daytime should be no problem. Not sure about the Meg 6 though.
Yeah. Into next year, another daytime event in January, and then in March we've got an evening event for most of Australia, but not my place, and the South Island. That'll be a waxing crescent event, so that won't be a reappearance on a dark limb. That'll be a disappearance on a dark limb. And there are more after that. I don't think I put in any others beyond that. There's been a series of occultations of Pleiades. It's been running for a little while, and it's just about to wind. Probably. Yep. And that was going to be it. So a quick wrap up. Thank you for everyone for coming along. Great to see a physical TTSO again, and people turn out and participate. Thanks to our speakers, almost most of which were online. So thanks whoever's still there. Much appreciate your support. At this stage, nominally a TTSO 19 in 2025 in Whakataone in North Island, New Zealand. Early May, I thought Dennis told me, early to mid-May. Yeah, I don't think it's quite totally nailed down yet, but keen to get over the other side of the Tasman again. I've been there for 5 years. Looking forward to seeing you all there, and thank you for your support.